Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 7. This episode is called Love and Lacefronts. Let's get right into it. Let's not even have time for the chitter chatter because let's just get right into it. I got plenty of notes. So we got plenty of things to talk about today. So let's just get into it. So this episode opens up where it left off. So where it left off is Ashley inviting all the girls out to the bartending school to hash things out, get whatever you gotta say off your chest, things like that. So now, Arena starts off by asking, why is Winter there? But I'm sitting here wondering, why is Alicia there? You should be asking, why is Alicia here? Rather than asking, why is Winter here? When you know Winter is a part of the show, so you know how this goes. So I was just like, why is Alicia here rolling her eyes like this? Like every time we pan over to Alicia, she just got a serious problem like Winter done her man or something. Like I just don't understand it. So why are you rolling your eyes and why are you here? That's what Arena should have been asking. So just childish or whatever. You would think Ashley would be the childish one, but she's not. She's the more like, really trying to get an understanding with Winter. But Arena and Alicia is very, very childish during the conversation to me. So Joy said, she doesn't understand either when the question arises, like, why is Winter here? She don't understand, Sherelle and Winter's friendship. So I'm just like, Joy, why are you even speaking? Because you couldn't even speak up when it came to, a couple episodes ago, when it came to what you actually said about Black. When that was at Quick's, name signing. So now you feel the need to speak up and say, I don't know either, about Winter and Sherelle's friendship. So you could turn it on and off when you can speak up and when it's not. I understand the event wasn't appropriate, but you even when y'all talked about it, like have they talked about it? Even when y'all talked about it, like you don't really say much. But now you have something to say about Winter and Sherelle's friendship. Okay, Joy. I'm just like, what's your issue with Winter? Like, when did Joy get an issue with Winter? I didn't understand that part. So I said Joy shouldn't be talking because what's her issue with Winter? None. Arena, what doesn't look right is I said, Arena, what doesn't look right is you being the oldest one on the show, but the messiest one on the show. Because she was saying, it just don't look right with Sherelle and Winter. So I'm like, what doesn't look right is you. That's who doesn't look right on the show, being so messy as you are. Like, you were definitely messy for bringing that up at Sherelle's event. Definitely. We all know you were messy for doing that. So, whatever. When Arena said, I can say what I want, and Sherelle was like, well, you need to say to your husband, okay? And we see that at the end, baby. Even when Jamie was saying, he's a bum about little Jamie, like, she could never speak. She could never speak up to Jamie. And even we'll see, and I'm not going to try to jump ahead, but even we'll see at the end of the episode, when Jamie was talking to her crazy, she couldn't even really get Jamie in checked in. But with these ladies, you right from the street. So I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And so when Sherelle got her together, when she was like, well, you say what you want to your husband, not to us, okay? So Arena is AKA Nana. We're gonna call Arena Nana for the rest of this review because I thought that was just a key to me when Sherelle called Arena Nana. Like, and that was just so funny. I like it that Ashley and Winter both agree that they just want to get to a space where they not blowing up at every event. And I agree. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be besties. But as long as we can be cordial, I can see you. You can see me. Hey, bye, whatever. Like, I feel like it's just so dope when women can get to that point. And I love that Ashley and Winter is getting to this point. So that was just something, kudos to them. Like, good for them. They were the only two mature ones, it seemed like, at the event. And I don't even like Ashley like that. So it's just like, whatever. I love Winter's pony on the confessional when she's explaining that she just wanted to invite the girls to the event. I don't know what this event is about. She said emancipation, something like that, type of event. I really don't have a clue what this event is about. I didn't even have a clue last time when she was trying to look for places. But Winter is having an event. I'm thinking she's going to sing. She ends up letting the girls hear um, get Gutter Barbies, and it actually sounded like a really good song. Nothing what that we're expecting it to be a diss track. That's why y'all shouldn't just go off the dome like, oh, Winter is talking about me, because it didn't seem from what I hear she was talking about you guys. So that was cool. That was cute. I like seeing them squash the beef. I like, even though I really don't like Alicia like that. You know, she petty. You know, slap Winter's hand. Winter wasn't being petty. I love when Winter just being a grown woman, and that you can tell that's just Winter's character. She's just grown. So yeah, that was cool. That was cute. So now we go to the scene where it's Clifton and Joy that go out to eat, and they meet Carmen from Ready to Love, and that was one of their castmates on Ready to Love when they were on there. So Clifton explained that, you know, Carmen was the second choice, I believe, and or the first choice, and Joy was the second choice. Either way, it was something like that. They were like runner up about who wanted to be with Clifton, but he ended up going with Joy. And when Carmen seen how much of connection they had, she was like, "Oh, we could just be friends." Carmen is very pretty. She's a little too pretty for me. So when I was looking at that, you know, restaurant and I'm sitting down, I'm like, how would I feel if my man, I knew my man was between me and this other girl, and now we're friends with this girl, and now she's so gorgeous. Carmen is gorgeous. She's gorgeous, and she seems very caring about Clifton. I would be sorry I heard her. I wouldn't trust her with everything in me, but she do seem like a good friend. Like, but you just never know these days, and I wouldn't be 100% comfortable. But that's just me. Maybe that's just something I gotta work on. But yeah, she's very, very pretty. Clifton is having surgery on his back, so they talk about that. You know, Joy says she just hates to see him in pain. That's her baby, you know. So he's getting that all taken care of. And then Joy gets to explaining the group to Carmen. Then she gets on Ashley and Alicia, and she tells how Alicia seems and Ashley seems very messy. And I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Carmen asked her who seems like the head bitch in charge. She said it starts with an A, who is Ashley, because she definitely not talking about the sidekick. And I could not agree more. I said when I seen how Ashley pulled up to Sherelle's event, how she just felt like she was that it girl. Like, even at her event, how she had everybody standing outside, like she came in. Like, it's just like, so Ashley must be that girl in DC, or she thinks she is. It's giving off more that she thinks she is in DC. So kudos to Ashley for trying to be the head bitch in charge, but you got you and Winter, and I feel like that's the real issue with Ashley. She sees somebody taking the throne because she don't really see a threat from Arena, but with Winter could be sort of a threat from her being the head in charge. So I do think that's what a lot of the animosity that Ashley does have with Winter come from. I don't think that was the animosity last year, but this year that's what definitely it is. That's what definitely it is. But that you just saying how, you know, Alicia was talking shit about Sherelle's wig when Sherelle left. Of course, all of us was like, what in the hell did Sherelle got on? Now, when I say it's ugly, I wouldn't think it was ugly. I'm not, okay, yes, I think it's ugly. But would I say it's horrible? No, I just wouldn't wear it like that. But I like the poofy look. Like, it gives me so much Sasha Fierce, you know, go-go girls, Solange type of ordeal. Like, I just had big hair. So I love big hair, you know. Only for a moment, though. Only for special occasions. But I like the big hair. From 1 to 10, it was a 3. But at the same time, if Sherelle was my friend, I want to be talking to Alicia, my other friend, going in on her about her hair. I would, whenever we had time, and I talked to Sherelle, and probably after she changed her hair, I would just be like, girl, you know that wig you had on there? I was just not a fan of it. You know, like how you talk to friends, you know? But I wouldn't be talking amongst the group, talking shit about, you know, Sherelle's hair, or even letting Alicia talk about her. Like, no, we're not doing that. But, and you don't even, if somebody hair ugly to you, why you have to voice that? You know, say it to yourself in your head. You know, like, so Alicia she is messy, and I don't like Alicia. I barely like Ashley, so I definitely don't like Alicia. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, everything Joy was saying, I agree. I could not disagree at all. Like, what she was saying about Ashley and Alicia's being Ashley's sidekick, And all that. I agreed. I agree. So Ashley and Quick, now this next scene is Ashley and Quick family together having a dinner with the kids. Quick's manager and Ashley's assistant. Now I know they're very close. We didn't see Quick's manager on last season, and we see how close Ashley's assistant is to her on this season. But it was just like a weird combo. Like it just seems like somebody come all over here so we could make it seem like we had a family dinner, so we get these contracts out the way so we can have a scene. That's what it looked like. Because it was just like this is a mixy combination of who's sitting at the dinner table with my kids. But like I said, they might be so close. They give them a contract of rules in place, about what to do around the house, stuff like that. The little girl looks so sweet. She was like, Mom, I already signed mine. It seems like it's Antonio who they really trying to get to. So, it seems like they go back and forth in front of the kids often. Like when Ashley and it started off as a good dinner. Ashley was getting everything together, presented them with the contracts. You know how kids are. They reacted to it. But then they start getting into it about, Antonio waking up for school and Ashley being the one that had to wake him up, and Quick believing that he should be able to wake himself up from school. Rightfully so. And when I didn't see what Antonio looked like when they was having the discussion earlier in the season, I understood what both of them were saying. But now since I see Antonio, and he's like a well-groomed young man, he looks really sweet. He's very, knowledgeable. I'm not gonna say he's knowledgeable, but articulate. He seems very articulate from what we see. You seem grown enough. You have on the latest wear. You have on nice clothes. I feel like you look like you should be able to wake yourself up in the morning. So I understand exactly what Quick is talking about. My 15-year-old son will be waking himself up. And if he don't wake himself up, yes, I will be there to wake him up, because of course you're not going to miss school. But at the same time, you need to know that you need to be waking yourself up. Your mama is not going to be waking you up. So I think I understand both sides, but I agree more with Quick in the situation. And now I don't say that too often, so please take it and run with that. Yeah, like I said, it seems like they go back and forth in front of the kids the whole time. You can just see, Antonio laughing with him and his, you see his mom and dad going back and forth, fighting over what he need to be doing, so whatever. And then I was like, when Antonio said yeah to Ashley, I'm like, yeah, like, oh, Ashley, how you becoming so hard? You let your son talk to you like that, girl? Because, baby, a backhanded slap would have came from, like, yes, ma'am. Who are you talking to? So Ashley tried to play it off like, yes, she didn't say you need to say. She was like, you say yes, queen mother. Like, don't play with him. He does not need to say yeah to you. He needs to say yes, ma'am. But people do what they want with their kids. My kids would be saying yes, ma'am. Hopefully, like, that's what I would want to instill in my kids. I'm not just going to say my kids will be saying yes, ma'am, because, kids will be kids and they will be, going against the grain sometimes. But that's what I would want to instill in my son and my children. So, I said all those red cups at the dinner table, not bougie Ashley with all them red cups, not bougie Ashley with all these red cups at this dinner table. This look like the hood house. Whatever. So the next scene, Arena is preparing for the wig lunch with this photo shoot. I felt like this wig lunch, like we'll talk about the wig lunch. We'll go to one scene. We'll come back to the wig lunch. We'll come one scene. We'll come back to the wig lunch. I wish they just would have put it all together in one scene, because I was tired when it finally got to the wig lunch at the end of the episode. But Arena is preparing for her wig lunch, which with this photo shoot, Joy and Ashley joins her. Joy looks really pretty with this wig on. Like I said in my last review, I think it would be a great idea for Joy to wear a wig at her wedding. I love Joy drags or twists or whatever they are. I love that on Joy. Don't get me wrong. I think that is Joy's signature, look. But just to spice it up a little bit from time to time, wigs look so cute on Joy. Joy should definitely get into wigs because they look so cute on her. Everybody looked pretty. Ashley looked very pretty in her wig when they was taking a picture. I was like, they look very pretty. I like the pictures that I seen on Twitter of like the actual pictures that they took at the photo shoot, and it was so pretty. So pretty. That might just be my thumbnail. So the pictures was very cute. I love it. Arena's bob was bobbing the whole time. Joy said it took a long time to get comfortable with the camera, but she lives there now, and as she should, because she looks gorgeous on that picture. Like, she looked gorgeous on that camera, like gorgeous. Um, but yeah, they talk about Arena going, who she's going to invite. Her issues with Sherelle, I was really in and out because we keep talking, we keep, 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 keep talking about this. So I was in and out with that. But Arena's bob was bobbing like it should. And yes, so now on this scene, Jamie, Lil Jamie, Quick, and Antonio meet up in South DC. I'm glad Jamie and Lil Jamie are getting their relationship on the right path. So it seems, it just looks like a good ordeal, you know. And it's just nice to see, especially after what it seems like they've been going through. So they get together, they start walking in South DC, and which is the hood. They go and see blood on the ground. So, you know, Quick points it out, like, you don't want this to be you, your situation, nothing you could be involved with, which he was right, you know. Antonio, he started talking about the contract that his mom put him on for the rules, and he was like, you know, the most important thing is about the money that I'm gonna get. And then Quick, you know, interferes. She was like, you know, the contract is not really about the money, because right now they're, you know, right now they're, you know, chores, but like when you get Lil Jamie age, they're gonna be responsibilities you gotta take care of as a man. So we're really trying to equip you now, and so you won't be entitled, just thinking your parents just gonna give. And I agree, you know, 100% with Quick. Jamie started bragging, and I feel like you need that in parents. You need sometimes, like as parents, I just feel like it's good to have a balance with the parenting. Like, your husband don't have to have the same parenting skills as you. At some point, I feel like y'all have to have the same values and morals when it comes to raising your kids. But when it comes to the parenting, you know, thoughts of what you think should be done with the kids and what I think should be done with kids does not always have to be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have some type of, you know, difference in opinion when it comes to the kids, so you can really get down to the bottom of what needs to be done and who's right or who's wrong and what's best and what's not, because everything don't work for every kid, you know. So I thought that was cool that, you know, Quick was really trying to get, you know, Antonio to understand. Jamie started bragging about Lil Jamie, which was so cute when he was like, let me brag about my son real quick. So he started bragging about him and saying he got a job now as student aide. He planned a coat drive for the kids, because the third day, Lil Jamie was explaining, you know, how he came in and he had his big coat on. It's 30-degree weather outside, and these kids don't have no coats on, got their hands, their arms in their hoodies. So he planned a coat drive for the student aid, and I think that was this dope thing for him to do. And it was the dope thing that he's bringing this to this platform, letting other, you know, males that look like him understand that it is a way out of it, whatever you're going through. So I think it's dope. I love seeing Jamie on my TV screen. I want to see Jamie more, and I think this is it was a good scene through and through. I love everything about the scene. Between this scene, I said something about another scene. Oh, and when they was at the bartending, you know, class, and they was, you know, hashing it out. Those were two of my favorite scenes out of this episode. So Arena is the first one at the wig lunch party. She's trying to figure out why. And as she's trying to figure out why and get everything set up, a model canceled. And she asked Ashley to model and be on time. But like she said, we all know Ashley, and she's not going to be on time. Sherelle and Black now have a podcast, and we switch over to this scene. And they invite Winter and Yusha. I think that's his name, Yusha. We got to see a different side of Black and Sherelle, which was great, because from this episode, I actually started to like Sherelle. Up until this episode, and I think this is episode 7, I did not like Sherelle. I did not. I couldn't get with Sherelle. I could not. But when I see her personality with her and Black on a podcast, how she is just so DC. She's so DC. And it was just like, I like Sherelle. I can give Sherelle a chance now. I guess how they introduce the ladies when you first come on, you gotta be thrown into some mess so you can just make your appearance, or it gotta make sense of how you got into the group, I guess. So I get it when it comes to Sherelle. They had to make her make sense of how she got into the group. So but that I didn't like Sherelle. Not saying I didn't like her, but I didn't care for her. But now I do like Sherelle. I do. I think that we're so great to see a different side of them away from the cast. Just Sherelle and Black. I like the questions he asked Winter. Winter seemed very interested in like what he had to say. The questions he asked, it seemed like they might hit it off really well. It might be a match made. I seen a week or two ago, Winter and him was still together. They had a picture together. He was sitting behind her, holding her. I thought that was cute. I hope it actually lasts. Winter seems like a good person, and everybody deserves love. So kudos to Winter and Yusha. I hope it really sparks for them. Seriously, Sherelle, and Black gave a lot of personality in the confessionals. I was laughing the whole time. 10 out of 10, Carlos. You did your thing with that one, okay? So the next thing put pins on Arena finally having the event. Finally. I was tired. Do you hear me? I was tired of seeing this wig lunch. I was tired. They could have did a little bit better with chopping and screwing in this episode because I was tired. I said Arena finally has the event. Baby, where is this event held? Is this a venue? Is this an apartment? Like I thought it was an apartment. Like an office building. But whatever. Arena replaced Ashley. Arena said, because Ashley didn't come on time. Well, she knew Ashley wasn't going to come in time. As soon as Ashley walked in the room, she was like, it's hot in here. I'm like, Ashley. And then she sit down, and then Arena tell her, yeah, we replaced you at 4:45. And then Ashley sit down. She was like, oh, okay, I still need to get my, my curls tightened. I don't like that females just think they could, because somebody got a hairstylist on site. You can just sit in that hairstylist on site chair and think this hairstylist supposed to give you some curls. So Raina was like, yeah, send her an invoice. We know how them invoices works with these reality TV shows, or these reality stars not paying for their invoice for their hair and their nails and their makeup, honey. We know that. So Ashley, you need to make sure you send an invoice for them curls, baby. I was getting something snake skin. Let me see. So I'm going to Mexico for my birthday at the end of the month. So one of these cute little, two-piece set, rompers that she went through the airport. I won, so I was going to get it. And it was snake skin, so I thought it was so cute until I seen Alicia with her snake skin dress. Baby, I said, no, we're going to have to reconsider this snake skin because it does not look cute on Alicia. I don't like Alicia. I was just like, girl, what is this? Even though it wasn't a dress, and even though it's gonna look so cute on me, it turned me all the way out from the snake skin. So I will not be getting the snake skin outfit. Thank you, Alicia. So Sherelle and Arena have a conversation. I was in and out of this too. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all because I'm just like, I'm so tired of this Arena and Sherelle. I am. So they have a conversation. They agree to move forward. Okay. So we get to Jamie talks to Arena crazy. So it shows a lot about Jamie with him feeling like he got to break up this content creation at Arena's wig lunch event. You can tell Jamie has been the breadwinner or the head of household. And Arena is really just now getting her to her bag of having her own and venturing now and doing her own without Jamie, because the TikTok content creation is her and Jamie together. So it really disgusted me, and I like Jamie, but it really disgusted me on why he felt the need to bring up the TikTok at his wife's event that she's trying to make a business for herself. It just screamed like, I don't want you to be dependent from me. That's what it screamed, and that's so horrible to see that. That's horrible. But he was just explaining to her right now, you're not spending no time doing this content creation. You're not getting I need 2 hours from you, and that's that. And then you talk to her crazy, and you talking to her so crazy that the other ladies are offended. And then you saying just hush And I'm like, Black, like, what do he mean just hush to Sherelle and Ashley? Like, you should have said, bruh, come on now. Like, let's not say, but you can tell Black tried to, like, kind of talk to him at the end. But that wasn't enough for me. That was not enough for me. And we can all see Jamie was drunk, and that's probably why Black didn't really take it to heart, because you can tell every time Jamie do this, he be drunk. So I'm just like, wow, that'd be hard. That's something I would be embarrassed about if I was around it. Like, girl, like, damn, like, girl, you let this man talk to you crazy. But when it comes to Sherelle, baby, you can get in her ass. It's crazy. Baby, maybe you need to stop being messy with this group and focus on how you going to stand up to your husband for talking to you crazy. Then he had a nerve to say, don't let them slice you up. I guess that's like a lingo in DC for the older crowd. Jamie talking about, don't let them slice you up. I guess he's talking about, like, hype her up to, like, go at Jamie, or like be mad at Jamie. Jamie, look how you talking to your wife. Look how you talking to your wife. But no, that's not acceptable at all. You're crazy for thinking that is. You're crazy. But Arena's texted how long they been married. Oh, baby, this probably I could put my bottom dollar on. This probably is the calm down version of Jamie. Facts. This probably is the calm down version of Jamie. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. But I did not like that. That was very distasteful for Jamie to talk to Arena like that. And she just like, it's like she's so accustomed to how Jamie be talking to her, she don't see it. So she only sees, it seems like Arena does put like some blockers to Jamie and his bullshit. Like, she don't even get fazed by this shit no more. Jamie can say one thing, she can't even hear that shit. So it's just like she don't give it attention. But she only give it the attention when other people sees it. Cause she has to. So it's just like, I was just like cringing, like horrible. Horrible. Don't let that man talk to you like that. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Like I said, I can only imagine how Jamie talked to her at home. I can only imagine. But that's it. That's all that I got for y'all today. I will see y'all next week for another review for episode 8. And until then, y'all be easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what I said. Let's talk about if you have a difference of opinion. That's cool. That's fine. Let's talk. You know, let's talk. Get in the comments. Drop down below. And I will see y'all guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Until then.